Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Toy Talk. So today I want to compare some old World's Greatest Superhero Mego figures from the 70s to some new figures that I got recently from Figures Toy Company, which did replicas, I would call them, maybe not reproductions, but replicas of these later. So I've got 5 to show you. Let's start with Wonder Woman. So here's my 70s Mego Wonder Woman, who's in pretty good shape, I would say. I don't do much with these except keep them displayed because I know they're very fragile at this point. So this is what she looks like. And then here's the new Figures Toy Company one, who has more hair, it seems like. It's definitely newer and therefore not as dry. Looking at the faces, they're similar but not the same. And her face looks bigger, and her eyes look bluer, and she looks kind of like shocked. So I wish they could have toned that down a bit on this one. This one, I wouldn't say she does look like that, although, the camera's making it look more blue and everything than it probably is. Their outfits are similar. I just noticed she has a string hanging down. I don't know where that came from. Actually, it fell off, so there, yep, there it goes. I like what they did with the white stripe in the front to make those look more like boots. Does anyone know, I don't remember, did Wonder Woman, she didn't have any other shoes or boots, I mean, did she, in this one? Their outfits look similar, but definitely a little different. I really like this outfit a little bit better, and it seems to fit a little bit better. They did put metal snaps on these, even though they're newer, which of course these had metal snaps. Let me set her down for a minute, and this is it's a little bit newer looking, of course, and covered up a little better with the outfit. She has the normal articulation at the elbows and hands. I got her backwards so you can't see it. But one thing that's a problem with this one, okay, this leg bends like this. This leg won't bend, and I don't want to force it. So I don't know why it won't bend. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. That could potentially fix that without breaking it. Another thing I noticed is that if you look at the yellow headband with the red star, it's bigger on her. Hers doesn't go all the way up. So again, I like that better. I just think that looks better on her than this little one that you can barely see. You can see this one a lot better. The eagle is bigger, the star's bigger, and I like the white stripe. I would say I like the blue color better on the original. This one looks a little washed out. So, yeah, that's the two different Wonder Womans. And of course, they're both wonderful. But I just have different things I like about different ones. Okay, let's look at Aquaman next. Here's the new Aquaman, or newer. So I don't remember exactly what year these came out, but it's not like they came out this year. These were, by the way, were sold on Amazon, or they are sold on Amazon or Walmart, and they're loose in baggies, or they were. I took them out, obviously. So, they look all fresh and new. And here's my one from the 70s, which, by the way, these were not my original ones. I did have them in the 70s, but those got disposed of, unfortunately. Not by me, but by others beyond my control, who I was not happy with at the time. But let's concentrate on, I replaced them later. Let's concentrate on these two and the differences. So first of all, the biggest difference is the colors. Now, these are probably faded. They were probably greener, but look how green this is. Well, this would do Green Lantern justice. His top part of his outfit is orange versus the yellow over here. And I don't think this one was ever that orange. It might have been more yellow. This one has the green oven mitt type gloves. This one, they made it look like gloves with the sleeve part and the green hand. So and I kind of like that better on it, on them. You don't have to worry about losing these damn gloves because you're always losing them. This is, I'm sure, a replacement one that I got or somebody got. As far as their faces, I like the original's face better, and also his hair color. Um, I don't know. There's something a little different about the face on this one. Now, if we were to compare, and I think I did on a previous video, Amigo to Mego, they'd probably be the same. But yeah, this one is slightly different, as you can tell. Let me turn his head forward a little bit more. He had the A or a little symbol A somewhere, I guess on his midsection, but it's gone now. He has one there that you can see. Um, oh, and he's got the black trunks or briefs as part of his outfit. He doesn't, so I think that looks better here. So yeah, I like the original Aquaman better, to be honest. The colors are better. The black thing, black brief is on there. His face to me looks more like Aquaman, and the hair color is better. The only thing I like better on this is the lack of those oven mitt gloves, and those are kitschy, and I like them, but practicality wise, I don't like them. Oh, here's another red string hanging down from. I don't know what those are from. I'll have to cut that one off. It didn't come off on its own. So yeah, there's the two Aquamans. And then let's move on to Green Arrow, whose hat will not stay on, of course. In fact, where is his hat? It's in here somewhere, but right now I'm not seeing it. So see, that hat can disappear. His hat is somewhere else too. So you've got the original. I just saw his hat. So I don't know where these hats are disappearing to. I'll find them. Let's take this off for right now. So, first things first, again, we have big color differences. They look the same size and everything, but the outfits, now this I'm sure is very faded, but I don't know if it ever looked this different. Yeah, I mean, this is like a light green and a dark green, and this part is really light green with his belt. This part is dark green with the arrow holder. And now this one, they both have green hands and not those gloves. So they must have switched over at some point back in the 70s for this one to not have the oven mitt gloves, which I'm glad. They both have the same basic beard that comes out like that. This one might curl up just a little more. They both have the green mask. The hair is a little different. Face, of course, the complexion. This one is much different skin tone. I actually like this one better in general, and his belt keeps coming undone. That I don't like, but yeah, I do like this one better for various reasons. I mean, don't get me wrong, I certainly like this one still, but just like this one a little bit better. The variation of the colors. The boots are probably a better material. I like these sleeves better. Now the arrow thing holder, I don't know if I forget the other word for it. I do like the original color better. So, and then they both have the bows. So here's the one for the new one. And what did I do with the old one? I thought I brought it down here with me. Maybe not. Maybe I left it up on the shelf. Oh, no, here it is. So these are the two that I have, and I assume this is actually the original one that Green Arrow came with. This is brown versus this almost iridescent or fluorescent green. So I definitely like the brown one better. Yeah, so that's those two. Okay, let me put this back on him. And, oh, here's his hat. I'm like, where did his hat go? I think I'm going to get some double-sided tape to try to keep that on. So, you know, you wouldn't normally have this over his head, but that's where I'm keeping it for now. By the way, there was also a Shazam in this group. It was a group of 6. I didn't have a Shazam from the originals, I don't believe, and I don't have it now. So I'm not using one to compare it to, but just a quick look at the newer Shazam. Okay, and then let's move on to Batman. Here's my old Batman from the, I almost said 60s, the 70s. And maybe these are replacement gloves. I don't remember. I'm sure this probably is a replacement decal. His face, as you see, is as such. He's not one of the removable cow ones. Got these boots. I'm not sure how faded the outfit is or not. I don't think it's very. And the cape, I don't know if that's original or replacement, so I know it's a little dusty. Got to get my little spray can out and kind of spray the dust off these. And then here's, oops, his cape is backwards. I don't like the material of this cape as much, and it got already wrinkled from being in the package. This one doesn't wrinkle like that because of the type of material. I like his skin tone here better. This one might have faded because it's like such an odd color. I'm sure it wasn't that color to start with. But his looks better now. I like this bow, I mean the bow. The decal sticker size better on this one. Black trunks I think look better than the blue trunks or briefs. And then the shoes, like I said, there's seem to be a better quality nowadays, and they're a little shinier. Maybe these were when they were new. But overall, I like this one better as far as just overall look, except I wish he had the bigger decal and different color kind of material for this. So. Okay, so that's Batman. And last but not least, we have Superman. Oops, wait a minute, let me fix this. Okay. Had the wrong Wonder Woman in the wrong section. Okay. So, one thing I noticed right off the bat is he has an S on his cape, which I don't know if that's typical. I don't remember Superman having an S on his cape. I thought I had my... Oh. See, I guess one of these spray cans and just spray the dust off these. That's what I use it for. Okay, so here is, because these are on display and they're not unfortunately covered or anything, the two different Supermen. And of course I like the one that the decal, the fact that he has it. I like this little, oops, I like this little deal here, like a belt loop kind of situation. The blues are close. Now, I don't know, did he usually, I assume, have the red boots, because this one does. This I probably replaced it and I didn't have red boots, so I gave him blue. I think either one works, but of course this would be correct. Let's see, what else? The capes. Again, you got the material being different. I don't like this material as much, and it wrinkles so much. This one's not as bad as Batman's was, but this one just doesn't do that. It's kind of stiff looking. Maybe that's a plus, that this one is not as stiff. But yeah, I don't know. Did he have a yellow S on the back? I don't remember that. The other thing I noticed about this is the hole, so to speak, for his head, or the opening, is very wide. So this kind of wobbles around quite a bit. Although, oh, actually it is attached at the front. At least in the back it does. I think that's just too big. It should have been more cinched, you know, like that. But anyway, let's look at their faces. And they're very similar, I would say. Pretty similar. Of course, these are all more fresh looking, and, you know, skin tone looks like probably it should. This one looks more, I don't know what color that is, but yeah, old. And of course he's missing his decal. I never did get another decal for him. I wish like to get one, but I don't know where I can just get one and not have to spend a fortune. So yeah, this is the Superman. And just to wrap up, I think overall Figures Toy Company did a really good job on these. I think there's a few minor things that I didn't like, but they did a great job. And before we had the new Megos, especially for the 50th anniversary, this was such a good sort of substitute. And I really appreciate all that Figures Toy Company has done, not just with the superheroes, but with others as well. Like, you know, I think of the Batman series, that is superheroes, but what else did they do? Like, now I can't remember, but I think they did some Star Trek and maybe some apes. I may be confusing them with MP. So, okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed Toy Talk, and I'll see you on another video.